this is one of our science laboratories here at St John Bosco College. All of our science classrooms look like this because we have to carry out lots and lots of different experiments when you come to year 7. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through some of the experiments you could be doing in year 7.
In year 7, one of the first things you'll learn about is chemical reactions. When a chemical reaction happens, we might see a change. One of the first chemical reactions we're going to look at is when a substance changes how it looks.
Okay.
So what you should notice is when we mixed two substances together, we saw a big change. We saw a lot of heat released, and we also saw a change in the colour. So it went a lot brighter, a lot whiter, and as you can see now, it's all fallen down because that gas has been released. In the second experiment, we're going to look at some colour changes. Now, when we burn some substances, they burn with interesting colours. Some of these that you'll see in front of you have been used in fireworks. So keep a look out and see if you can recognise any of the colours from fireworks displays that you've seen. So as you can see, we've got different colours moving from left to right. We've got a couple of different ones you might have seen in fireworks, so purpley, greeny, a little orange, and then more yellow over here.
Okay. So we've just talked about a Bunsen burner, so I'm now going to show you an experiment in how to use these. We're going to use these a lot in secondary school science. So firstly, let's go through some of the safety rules I have done myself before we're starting this experiment. So as you can see, I'm standing up. I'm not sitting down in front of the Bunsen burner. The second thing I'm doing is I've got my hair tied up. So if you have long hair, you need to make sure your hair is tied up. The third thing I am going to do is I'm going to put my safety goggles on to make sure that my eyes are protected. So how do we go about doing an experiment with a Bunsen burner? This here is called a gas tap, okay? So the first thing that we need to do is we need to turn this gas tap on, okay? But we don't want to leave it on too long because we don't want to release too much gas. So we need to think about when we're going to turn this on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready with my equipment to light my Bunsen burner, okay? If you were in school, you would ask a teacher to do this for you rather than doing this yourself. This is called a splint, and this is what we're going to use to light it from a safe distance. So I'm going to turn my Bunsen burner on. Okay, the collar is currently closed on my Bunsen burner because this is going to produce a flame that I can see. Okay. So you can see that my flame is currently on what we call the safety flame. Now the safety flame is a safe flame because we can see all of the colours of the flame. It's not something that's difficult for us to see, so we know we have to keep our distance. But for this experiment, we want a really hot flame, so we're going to change it to a different kind of flame called a roaring flame in just a second. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some magnesium ribbon and I'm going to take my tongs because I need to make sure I'm standing at a safe distance. Okay, just a warning, like I said to you in the PowerPoint, this experiment is going to cause a really, really bright light. I don't want you to directly look at it. So just a warning before I put the magnesium in the flame. If you want to look away now, that's a good idea. If you want to pause or skip this bit of the video, that's a good idea. Otherwise, you can put some sunglasses on and you'll be able to watch it directly. I will let you know when the bright light has finished so you can look back at the video. So I'm going to take my tongs. And I'm going to hold my ribbon of magnesium with my tongs. And now I'm going to change it to a roaring flame. So I'm going to open my collar, and as you can see, my flame is blue now and we can hardly see it, which is why we have to make sure we have the safety flame on most of the time. And I'm going to hold my magnesium ribbon over the flame. Turn away now if you don't want to see the bright light, or make sure your sunglasses are on. Okay, the bright light has finished, so I'm turning it back to my safety flame, and then we need to make sure that we turn the gas tap off.